I'm Leslie, and I'm also a writer at The Sweet Home, and we're in the test kitchen today. We're going to talk about knife sets.
Over the last couple of years, we've researched over 100 different knife sets. We narrowed it down to about 11 sets that we tested for this guide.
So what knives should be included in a set?
The three most important ones are going to be the chef's knife, a serrated bread knife, and a paring knife. These are going to allow you to do most of the cooking tasks in your kitchen. Other things to look for, according to our pros, are pull-apart kitchen shears. Pull-apart is important so that you can wash them easily and it's not harboring bacteria. And also a honing steel, which is not a sharpener. It just hones the blade's edge. So after sharpening, it can take off any debris that's on your blade. And other things to keep in mind are the weight of the knives, and how balanced they are. And so the only way you're going to be able to tell how comfortable the knife is for you personally is by going in person if you can. So you get a feel for how they fit in your hand.
So let's talk about our main pick.
All right, our main pick is the Wusthof Classic Icon 7-piece knife block set. And we love this set because it has all of the most necessary knives without a lot of filler, which was very hard to find. Another reason we really like this set is because the blades are very sharp, they're durable, they can really take a beating. The handles are ergonomically shaped, so they're really comfortable to hold, and they don't slip. When they're slightly wet or if they're a little greasy, we found that you can still get a really nice grip on them.
It's a nice paring knife.
Yeah, it's a great length too.
So that is some good action.
It also comes with pull-apart kitchen shears and a honing steel as well. And there's room in the block to grow your collection. So in case you want to, add maybe a second chef's knife down the road, there's slots in the block for that. I guess the only drawback to this set would be the length of the bread knife, which is a little short. It's 8 inches. But this was something that was typical of all the knife sets that we looked at generally.
What if $380 is too much to spend? What do we have?
Well, we actually looked at a wide range of knife sets, some that were just over $100, and we actually found a great budget set for $120, and that is the Victorinox 4-piece knife set with Vibrox handles. Now, this set does not come with a block, and that's part of the reason why it is a lot cheaper, but it comes with the most necessary knives that you would need. It comes with a chef's knife, a serrated bread knife, a utility knife, and a paring knife. They're really durable, they're very sharp. The handles are nice and wide so you can get a good grip on them, but they're very lightweight. And this also has the best bread knife of all the sets we looked at. It was 10¼ inches.
I love that bread knife so much.
Yeah, we've actually recommended it in other guides, so we really love that. It's great for someone who's starting out or someone who's in college, in their first apartment maybe, because it's so affordable that if they get destroyed in 2 years' time, it's not a big loss there.
And honestly, real talk, this is going to be the knife that gets probably most of the action in a kitchen because it can go through anything. Right. And it never has to be sharpened.
I think the only drawback would be that the handles maybe are a little chunky and they're not as attractive as, say, the Wusthof or some of the other sets that we looked at.
So what about our high-end luxe knife set pick?
We found that the Messermeister Royale Elite 10-piece knife block set was really the best of all that we tested. And it's a really beautiful set, just looking at it. The walnut handles, American walnut handles are really beautiful. But we found that this set had really sharp knives. We love the shape of the handle. The Messermeister set has the most well-balanced knives. You have so much control, but it really is just perfectly balanced.
Stop it with your acrobatics.
And though this set is a little bit larger, it has 10 pieces, we found that the other knives included in it are actually very, very useful. There's a honing steel, a carving fork, and a slicing knife. The other really big advantage to this set is the Santoku, which is really nice to have on hand, especially if you're gonna have a partner in crime in the kitchen.
Good for Thanksgiving, holiday cooking, when there are other people around.
Right. I think one of the main drawbacks is that the handles, though they are beautiful, They do require a little bit more maintenance. You really want to dry the handles off on these after you're done using them. So the other drawback to this set is that the knife block is a little crowded, as you can see. You know, when all the knives are in here, it can be a little tight. But that said, it is very narrow. It's actually one of the most narrow knife blocks that we looked at. It is available with different handles, which is a little bit cheaper if you didn't want to pay for the wood handles.
So that's it.
That's it. These are all of our knife set picks. If you want to learn more about each of these sets, you can check out our full guide at thesweethome.com.
I'm Leslie, and I'm also a writer at The Sweet Home, and we're in the test kitchen today. We're going to talk about knife sets.
Well, over the last couple of years, we've researched over 100 different knife sets. We narrowed it down to about 11 sets that we tested for this guide.
So what knives should be included in a set?
The three most important ones are going to be the chef's knife, a serrated bread knife, and a paring knife.